Hey, man. We back in this motherfucker for another installment of the Wash Your Back podcast. We got a special guest in this motherfucker tonight, a very special guest, a friend of mine, been rocking with for many moons, man. We got Be Legit the Savage in this thing tonight, y'all.
Yes, sir.
What's up, B bro? How you doing?
What's good?
Hey, man, you reached out. He's like, man, when I'm going to get on the podcast, I'm like, B, let's go. I got you right now.
Yeah, for sure.
For surely, man. This is the Wash Your Back podcast. I go by the name of Filmo Mike. We also got King Cydal in this thing.
Man,
as well. Somebody I've been knowing for damn near 18, 20 years almost.
Yeah, 2 decades for sure.
So we got a thing that's making noise. We got a thing that we do on here. This is the Wash Your Back podcast, so we have to ask all our guests.
Right.
Did you wash your back today?
I didn't.
Oh, shit. Did somebody watch it for you, Bila?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what's going on. He almost kicked up out of here, my nigga. Cydal, did you wash your back?
Thoroughly.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to, get those spots. So you kind of gotta have somebody,
Let's do it for you. Massage it out.
Yeah.
Wax on.
Make sure that's, it's thoroughly,
Wax thoroughly washed.
There you go.
So we got Be Legit in the building, man.
Yeah.
Bila, you looking good, brother. Looking thin. You looking 6'5". Niggas don't know. Be Legit like 6'5" up out of here, man.
I'm about 6'4", but yeah, 6'4".
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You been you are you still on your vegetarian?
I eat seafood now, but
okay.
In 2017 I went vegetarian, vegan, or whatever they want to call it. I just stopped eating the meat.
Right.
And then like probably about 2019, maybe 20.
2020?
Yeah, I started incorporated seafood back in my diet.
Okay. But, couldn't stay away.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to fly away either. You know what I mean? I wanted to hold on.
Right. You was looking too light, huh?
Yeah, they thought something was wrong.
Nah, but man, you said, I think I seen some old pictures, bruh. Mm-hmm. I think you was in Murder Dog. You had to be at least 350.
Definitely.
Right.
That was my peak, 350. That was Hillside Hog, Hillbilly B.
For sure. Yeah. Hey, so you got a new album.
Definitely.
Been pushing it. Throw Block Music 2.
Yep, 88 D-Boy.
Yeah.
For sure.
I hit you when you dropped it, man. Cydal, you all up on that thing. Shine. I told Bila, I'm like, man, Cydal on there, he sounding crazy. He was killing the hooks, killing the verses, man. Bila, tell the people about the album and the project.
Yeah, so, and
the concept.
Okay, yeah. So being that we going back to the 50 years of hip-hop, it was actually 30 years since my first single release, Trying to Get a Buck. So I wanted to make some music that surrounded that sound, that nostalgic sound of like 88. Actually, that's when our first MVP album came out.
Okay.
That was 35 years ago.
Wow.
So
shit.
So, niggas been on the grind for sure for a long, long time. But that nostalgic music, that was the original Bay Area sound that we came up off of and that we kind of brought to the game and the table. And I just wanted to bring that back, that element back. Because, hip-hop and, music, it evolves. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You have, the hyphy music, and it just keeps going and different things come on. But that was the yellow brick road for me.
Okay.
And what it was about was, it was D-Boy music, in the Bay Area. At that time, everybody was hustling. And the soundtrack for hustling was the 88 D-Boy music. Off top. So that's what I tried to bring back.
Hey, you definitely brought that back, not just with the beats, but with like the song concepts, the lyrics and shit.
And definitely like, it was more like,
it has a feel.
A feel, that's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get back to the melodic hooks. You know what I'm saying? Just things that make you feel the music versus, that's what music is to me, is a vibe. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we tried to make that a whole 88 D-Boy vibe.
Got you. Talk about who are some of the producers that you worked with on this album, and talk about like just working with new producers.
Man, so with me, it's just my ear, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's what I hear, and what I hear is, like I say, in that when I'm in that mode, I'm looking for bass lines. I'm looking for old school slap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter who do it. It's just if I hear it, I like it. So
Right.
a couple of producers that went back in the bag for me, of course, Rick Rock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I went and got this dude named by the name of Sticks.
Shout out Sticks one time.
Sticks in the mix, and he came with the title track 88 D-Boy.
Okay.
And then I had this guy from Kansas City, Jay Peasy. He did the song "Pocket Full of Money" with Young Dolph and Boosie. We finna drop that video.
Okay.
ASAP too. And then just anybody that really had
that sound that you looking for.
that I was looking for, it caught my ear. So, and I did some tracks that's getting ready to come out that didn't make that album.
Okay.
But still on that vibe.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Mechanics did a couple of them. Yeah, and like I said, it's just like this guy hit me up. Like one of the last songs on the album was "Count." He from Detroit. His name's Big Slim.
Okay.
And he shot it to me, and I was like, you know what? I like this. Went in there and hooked it up.
For sure. Shout out to Slim. Shout out to Detroit. Tell the people about your relationship and how much you fuck with Detroit and vice versa. Detroit fuck with Bila.
I'm gonna start by saying I got five sisters in Detroit that live in Detroit that been living there.
Wow. Oh, okay.
On my father's side.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So, but really, like, I got introduced into Detroit by my man Yacht, and rest in peace, Yacht. But Yacht was the CEO of Street Lords.
Okay.
Shutter Boys.
Yeah.
And Blade Icewood in there.
Okay.
So he called me down there to do a track.
Okay.
I went down there and did a track, and then he called me back to come do the video. I landed out there in '98, and man, once I got there in '98,
Right.
I felt like it was '88 in the Bay Area.
Oh shit.
I mean, just the way that they was still,
moving.
No, it was still cool. Everybody still loved each other.
Okay.
They was getting money. You know what I'm saying? And it was just everything that we was on. That we was so similar. You know what I'm saying? The lifestyles.
Right.
But for us, it had changed. A lot of killing had started. For them, even though the killing started, it wasn't to the extent where it was for us at the time. So I was able to go back there and tell them, hey, in about 5 years, this dude gonna tell on him. We keep playing the tool.
Right.
And
right.
Like, and when it happened, they say, oh, man, you jinxed us. But no, it's just like, you
seen it.
Yeah, I seen it. But, man, we had some fun. I met a lot of cool people, and we did the rap thing. We did it all. So I just been there since then. I mean, like from '98 to like now, I mean, I'd be talking to people and they was like, man, you ain't from Detroit? Cause
right.
they in their 20s. And I done been over in there. They done grew up seeing me.
Right.
Running through there, hanging out. And all.
Moving mean in the D.
Yeah, I thought I was from Detroit.
That's crazy. You say you could see it. You could kind of like, oh man, they going backdoor. But like musically, did you see like they kind of like how they kind of high right now? Did you see there? And a lot of Detroit niggas don't talk about rapping and hustling. So did you kind of like see that?
I was with.
Did you foresee that?
I was with the hottest dude in Detroit.
Okay.
At the time, Blade Icewood.
Got you.
I did records with him.
Off top.
They called me. They opened my eyes up to it.
Okay, got you.
And they had an album called Rolling Stone TikTok, and that's the album that we on. I'm on like about 3 or 4 songs on that album.
Okay,
so,
for sure.
I was with that movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, we connected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was dealing with them and doing songs, and then they got the East Side Cheddar Boys. And
I remember that.
Yeah, a whole lot of things happened, and then Blade got killed, Wipeout got killed, and just a lot of things that I've seen that already happened in Bay Area or just in life in general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody cool at once.
Right.
The North gonna funk with the South, and the South gonna funk with the West. And, and you get all that type of shit, and they was in a good space, and then it happened.
Got you.
But
let me ask you this, Bila, because you always in the studio.
Right.
You stay working. You've been in the game, like you said, more than 35 years, and you still, your work ethic is crazy. What do Be Legit need when you go into the studio? What's your, you feel me, what you need? What's your prep? Do you eat before you order some food?
Nah. It'd be about if I go to the candy shop.
The candy shop?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I gotta go get me some flavors, right?
Okay, let me know.
And certain flavors of the smoke, if it tickle my fancy,
yeah,
it's gonna click on.
This nigga Be Legit just said tickle my fancy.
Yeah, it's gonna
mob shit, bitch.
Yeah. For sure.
Straight up, nigga.
And if it do it, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna click on the creative mode.
Got you.
And the thing is, I got a studio in my house, and that's where I really hang out at. That's like where I can get my smoke on and free think and everything. So, and my mic is set up just like this. So
okay,
I'm looking at the computer.
Yeah,
I pop something on and come on. I just start playing with it, and then I fuck around and get into it. But it's just, you know, you got to be in that creative mode. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite type of weed?
It's just
it's just whatever.
I can't have just one. Like,
okay,
for me, I get bored if somebody, like, even when people give me weed, like when I go to the little shops or whatever, and they like give me free weed, I only like them to give me like an eighth or two, you know, 2 bags
each.
Yeah, I go home,
spread it out.
You can give me a QP, but just give me a QP, a whole bunch of different weed. You know what I'm saying? So I can go through it and like, oh, I feel like this. I'm gonna smoke a joint of this. I'm gonna smoke a joint of that.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? And just keep it moving.
Oh, some real shit, bro. You don't know how many times people have said, "Man, I seen Be Legit, and I smoked Be Legit out."
Yeah.
How does that feel to be like everybody's favorite person to like smoke with? If they see you, they be like, and then you know what else they tell me? Yeah. Based on your look, you look like you hella mean and shit.
Yeah, that's
but you the coolest nigga out for real.
Man, listen,
you probably done got smoked out so many times.
I was always told, like, listen to anybody.
Right.
Really, you can find a message through anybody. Right?
Got you.
So I don't really pass nobody up, you know. So they be like, and they're like, hey, man, Be Legit, I want you to try this.
Right.
You know, I'm like, I might not want to try it then, but I'm like, all right, here, let me check it out. And then I mess around and get home and smoke it, and it was some of the best, like, I ever had or whatever.
Right.
And I call Cydal, hey, you remember that dude that gave me that weed? You remember his number? Where we know him from? You know what I'm saying?
What club was we at? Right.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you never know what you're going to get, and you know, just whatever the case may be. You can meet some very important people. Some people be like, just like, hey, I ain't trying to impose on you or nothing, but, you know, I got all this over here. I just want you to try a little bit.
Right.
Like, man, you're not imposed. Where is it?
Hey, straight up.
Yeah,
people be thinking you offending them by giving them, like, man, I'm trying to keep some weed.
Yeah.
Like, it's all good, my nigga. Come on.
Yeah, no, please.
Bring that
do.
over here.
I just make sure that it's some fire, though.
Got you.
You know,
straight up.
You can keep
Don't be trying to lace this shit either.
Right, no.
Straight the fuck up. We got Be Legit here, man. It's the Wash It Back podcast. We got King Cydal in the building. King Cydal, introduce yourself. Tell the people what you do, what you been doing. Tell them our cameo story about your boy, all that good shit real quick.
Yeah. Philmo Mike, he love the mic. You know what I mean? That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? He love that mic.
That's right. Let him know.
I'm like, this is my turn though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we had some good times back then. You know what I'm saying? We got a chance to bond and become men. You know what I mean? In this game. And
King Cydal's a record producer, rapper, writer, songwriter. He's a host as well himself. He be doing shit for Emerald Cup and all that shit. My bad, cousin. I hate to cut you off.
No, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You're letting them know facts. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just a long time in it and a long time coming. And, you know, it's just a appreciation, you know what I mean? You know, us being in the game so long, you know what I mean? But you got to learn to love it and learn to appreciate it and learn to want to keep doing it. And,
right.
You know what I mean? If you don't have no purpose, you know.
Fuck are we doing?
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing?
Nah, because on some real shit, you was doing your thing and we kind of like wasn't really, we would see each other Facebook, Instagram, whatever it was, MySpace. I don't know what it was back then. But then I see you start working with Bila. How did y'all kind of like link up?
Man, we was supposed to link up years ago.
Okay.
And I had some shorts one time
What you mean some
Brand new-
shorts?
I was going to
Fuck you mean?
doing some
Nigga,
shows.
Newport shorts?
no.
What you talking
no.
about?
Okay.
Some shorts like pants?
Pants.
Okay.
Brand new pants.
Okay.
I was going to do some shows in Texas.
Okay.
So we end up in Texas in where was that? I forget, but it was a Whataburger.
Okay.
We get there, and my phone is not in my pocket.
Okay.
I dig in it. I'm like, but that was the phone that had Beeler number in it.
Oh man.
So maybe fast forward to like maybe 5 years from that point, I see him at a club at the Holy Cow.
Okay.
He was at an event, and what I'm
City.
saying, ran into him. You know what I mean? And then I hit him a couple weeks later. I was like, "Where you at? I know you in the area somewhere where I'm,
Right.
Where you at?" He was like, "I was waiting on you."
Right.
And then,
wow.
yep. I was like, "Can you smoke over there?" He's like, "Till you pop."
Straight up.
Yeah, I brought my keyboard. I was like, borrowed the car, went over there, and we've been on ever since.
Man.
Cydal was one of them, one of those people that when you meet him, you're not sure, but he's somebody.
Yeah.
The way his presence was.
Yep.
He was just standing up, kind of tall. I'm like, man, that's that dude right there. He's somebody like King Cydal.
Right.
It was another Cydal.
I remember that.
Right. So it kind of like
I forgot about him though.
The name, I had heard the name, but when I seen him that day, like we say in the Holy Cow, and then we hooked up after that.
Yeah.
Came to the studio and we started doing music. And I was like, okay,
Definitely.
that's a different Cydal.
And the thing is, y'all both humble.
Yeah.
Y'all both love to work. Cydal type of nigga, he gonna stay on your line, bro. I got this. Let's do this. Let's try that. So that's a beautiful thing. Like you said, I'm glad y'all got a chance to link up and make it happen.
Yeah.
You do beats on this album, right? Don't you got a couple on this album or no? Not on this one. Not on this one. Okay.
I will be returning to production real soon. I went on a hiatus with the production. You know what I'm saying? But I miss it. So I want to get back to it. But I was going heavy with the production. I got a lot of production on a lot of projects, but it's been a while. But in that time, I got better with songwriting and hook writing.
Yeah,
and that's what
you was doing your thing on that album, bro. Just real quick, because you tell the story better than me. So your boy, shout out to Rich Rocker. Back in the day on his first album, Cydal was on the album. Real quick before we get back to you, Beeler. Cydal was on the album. I pulled up, I think, your boy called me or Rich Rocker called. I mean, same person. You called me or Rich Rocker called me. He was like, bro, we got to come down here. You got to hear this, bro. You got to hear this. Went down there. You played the rough draft version of from the Turfs to the Club. We thought we had a hit. We thought we had one. Now, it was a great song, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But the thing that was sick was we got it on. It was on radio. We got it mixed master. It was on radio like
2 weeks after that.
Like a week later.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I pulled up. Matter of fact, I let DJ Black Mark hear it. He was like, bro, this shit slap. Right. I went to City College. We was playing it at City College like 2 days after y'all had recorded the song. You always tell that story though. I love when you tell that story.
Yeah,
bro.
man. It just the timing of it. You know what I mean?
It was crazy. We went to your grandma's house.
Yeah.
EPA.
No,
was it EPA? Where was this at?
We was in the East Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I remember we got a picture in front.
At an undisclosed location. You dig what I'm saying? We were somewhere in the tunnel.
So sure.
You know what I mean? And he called me. He's like, man, I need a beat. You know what I mean? And
you was just always ready to work. Cydal.
But at this time, I would always go, to that area. You know what I mean? I'm like, pull up on me. And he was like, nah. He was like, all right.
Right.
Came out there, went through some beats, and when he heard it, he jumped up. You know what I mean? He told me to, add some changes to it, and we wrote that song.
That's
right.
what's up.
And then, then he called you the next morning.
That's right.
We went to the
came
studio.
Up there, bro. Y'all was on home turf. Literally, we still got home turf. Y'all was on home turf literally like the next week, bro.
Right.
Swear to
Absolutely,
God, bro.
yeah.
So salute to you, man, and working hard, staying diligent.
Yeah, absolutely. But at that time, the head swell. You know what I mean? So it happened so fast that the appreciation went away so fast. You know what I mean? But then when the light go away, you know what I mean? And you like, how do I get back there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you go through your humble phase or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And
sure.
you elevate and.
For sure.
Being under this brother right here, he polished a lot of that. So,
right. What have you learned the most from Be Legit? From Beeler?
Perseverance, and don't rush it. Come out with it when it's time. Like you don't rush time, and when it's your time, it's your time.
Right.
Everybody has different time.
When you say time or don't rush it, do you mean like, sometimes people like, it seems like they just putting out records just to put out records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, do you mean like you just taking your time, like you trying to look for your moment, or you just, just being, I heard Larry June say, sometimes I do a verse a day. I may do an ad lib a day.
Right.
Like I'm not rushing nothing.
Is
that what you mean by when you say don't rush?
Nah, the time to find your purpose.
Okay, thank you.
And why you doing it. And that, helps the creativity and the whole phase of the picture of what you're trying to paint.
Got you. Thank you.
If people don't know the picture you're trying to paint, they don't know the brush you're using, they don't know the thought process,
Right.
so they don't know how to identify with someone who they don't even know how they work, how to think, So when they have a purpose for it, a love for it, they can see that.
Oh, okay, let me know. Nigga, Cydal getting deep on us. I like that. It's the Watch Your Back podcast, man. He's filming Mike and this thing. Sitting here with B Legit the Savage. B-La, one of the things that's crazy about you, it's a lot of rappers from the Bay Area.
Right.
When you go outside the Bay Area, one of the most consistent names you hear is about people loving B Legit as a rapper.
Right.
Can you tell it? Because I know for a fact Jeezy loves you. He like, B Legit, my favorite rapper from the Bay. I've heard it so many times working at this studio, at the Camille. Just talk about like your influence on like, and I know it's good to have influence from somebody from the Bay, but it gotta be feeling good when you had the number one rapper at the time, Jeezy, say, B Legit was my favorite rapper, one of my favorite rappers, and my absolutely favorite rapper from the Bay Area.
Right. I mean, it's cool. That's where you want your
fruits of your labor, huh?
From your people's peers, people that's on top of their game, and they tell you, they come tell me, like Boosie,
right?
And, like real niggas in the game will let you know, man, I grew up on your shit,
right?
And you got me through this, and woo, that's all we did, woo, so they just keep it real with them,
right?
You know what I mean? And that's what it was.
And
that music was for those people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it reached them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It had that reach.
Right.
So that's just cool. That feel cool. Like that's
definitely
that's your flowers. That's your roses, man.
For sure, definitely. Another question I got is concerning your cousin. Y'all e-40 cousins, right?
That's right.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Is it a friendly rivalry? Do you try to like? For me, I'm a competitor,
right.
And I know y'all cousins.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you like when y'all be writing rhymes? Like when y'all wrote Sideways, was y'all kind of like competing in a good way? Not like you wanted to hate, but it was you trying to you rapping.
It's always friendly competition.
Yes, sir.
It's always friendly competition. Like, if you came hard, okay, I can't. It's gonna make you say, well, it's a few people I don't like writing with, because like in this music game, especially like during the times of like being in Hollywood and just moving through it, you're gonna have people be like, hey, come to the studio, or come on, let's go to the studio, let's go hop on something, and it's just a couple of people that. When I write with them, like I just don't look like they gonna make me work. They gonna make me work hard. Like Yuck Mouth is one of them.
Okay.
Yuck Mouth and Rich Rich too.
Okay.
Because they so precise with their writing. They write clean and ain't no words wasted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be mumble jumble and they be like, nah, they come off clean. They hit their spots. It's all the right shit. So I'll be like, damn. This is just a little verse that we're doing for somebody else. We could have came in and
knocked it out, right?
And now y'all making me write and think. But it's cool, that's still sharpening steel.
Right.
So you keep your tools sharp.
For surely.
And you want to do that. Back in the days, we rushed to go get whoever album was coming out.
Yeah.
See how they coming, who produced what, seeing what. That's tight. Because it's gonna make you want to go into the studio. Because a good rapper. And good music that you fuck with gonna make you want to go rap and make you some good shit too.
Mm-hmm.
So we waiting. Oh, his shit came out. Oh, that's hot. I'm on my way to the lab.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, straight up.
That's just how it went. You know?
I seen you doing your thing at the Juvenile 25th anniversary show.
Yeah, most definitely.
That was sick, bruh.
Yeah,
You came out, like I said, looking 6'5", 6'6", mob shit, bitch. You did the sideways, then you went into city to city, of course.
Yeah, the boy Dan. Shout out to the boy.
Yeah,
Dan.
shout out to the boy Dan. He know the boy Dan used to work here too.
Yeah. He called me and said, OG, I want to bring you out. I'm like, all right, bet, let's get it.
Right.
So, he called me and we just did it. You know,
For sure.
We had seen Juvie like 2 weeks prior to that down there in Sacramento.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, please come through, man. Like, come support. You know?
Right.
He putting on, he putting on his own gigs.
For sure.
So he getting to that bag.
Right. You still doing shows in Pine Bluff, Arkansas?
I ain't been to Pine Bluff, but
I always ask him that.
I definitely been to Naptown.
He be outside.
Yeah.
Straight
Ohio,
the fuck
whatever,
up.
I get around.
Straight up, man.
If they calling, I'm coming.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Phil and Mike on the Wash It Back podcast. We got the legend, the savage, be legit in this motherfucker.
Yes,
40. So 40 just got the what's it? E-40 way?
E-40 way. That was yesterday.
I know, yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, had the mayor out there, had all the city council.
I know you got to be proud.
Yeah, man. It was what they say a surreal moment. We did it right in front of 1300 block Magazine Street. The cool thing about it,
that's sick.
man, we was in the front yard. We was just fucking around, and one of the dudes, he was showing his house, and we looked, and it was another bullet hole, still some bullet holes.
Damn.
But they wasn't from when we was there. Some fresh ones. They like having
right.
Like,
it wasn't no throwback bullets.
Them,
it was some new bullets. New
bullets.
Generation
like,
Z.
Yeah, I'm like, golly, they still popping off around this joint, huh? Yeah.
Right, straight to God. A question I have for you is, tell us about the recording process when you first started,
man,
versus now.
Okay.
It's like my boy used to tell me, like, bro, they used to have to rewind the shit. I'm like,
man,
what?
Listen. So I try to tell people, our first record I just posted today was a 12-inch maxi single.
Oh wow.
That's just how
it was produced.
That's how
it came out. Yeah.
You was going to get vinyl first,
right?
And then we went into the cassettes,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And then the CDs, but at that time, that's what we was on the maxi single. So when you record, you can go record on a 1/4 inch, you can record on a 1/2 inch, or full inch. And the bigger the reel, the more it costs.
Oh shit!
But the higher quality too.
Okay, got you.
But if you recording like say you recording on a 1/4 inch, when you mess up, you gotta start over or something. Man, they splice it. Like you get, you take the part where you.
Oh, okay, got you.
Cut the reel,
right?
Then record on this other part.
Oh, okay.
It's
damn.
Used to have to tape it together.
No digital, all damn near all analog. Like
all analog.
You do it all yourself.
Yeah, you got to do it all yourself. So back then, you really knew your lyrics because you're not trying to mess up and have to do it over. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
right, you rehearsing.
Yeah, you rehearsing.
Right,
and you get it down, and then when you take that, you might take that and get to the bigger studio and bounce that down to a bigger reel for the mix.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. But it was reels. You know what I'm saying. That's what all the masters was kept on.
Okay.
And now, you know what I'm saying, with this new age technology, the computers, shit, you don't even need. I mean, you used to go to the studio and you would judge a studio on how big the board was.
Okay.
The board they had. Oh, that's SSL. That's the big studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But now it don't even matter. That shit don't matter about how big the board is. Yeah.
Unless
I see what you're saying.
Unless you just like an engineer or like just a freak with a good ear and you understand what you're hearing. They understand a digital sound versus analog, and the fact, the warmth of the music and how it's supposed to sound.
Right.
That's some people like that, that quality sound. But for the most part, in this digital age, they're not even mixing the songs really.
Do you Black C? we had Black C in here, and Black C, I was noticing like he seemed like he like A&R his all his projects. You also seem like you kind of are very, because I see you in the studio.
Right.
You're very hands on with all of your projects. Do you handle that? Do you A&R most of your projects, set it up, song, all that shit?
So I treat a project like writing a report card or writing a book. I get the title of it first, and then I make everything like chapters.
Outline. Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? So everything, all the songs is going to relate to the title of the album.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And try to stick to that format. That's why some songs don't make the album, because it's a nice song, but it don't fit with
the album.
This is a vibe right here. This is all, you know, a certain vibe, and this is a different vibe, so it don't go there. So
Right.
that's what, you know, versus just making songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could make a 20-song album. We used to do that all the time, you know, but 22 songs, but do it all. We come from the era, you know, fast forward and rewinding cassette tapes could cause you some problems.
Right. No, for
if I
real.
get stuck in the deck, you got to pop it out. So
Right.
we tried to make music to where you didn't have to.
You didn't have to skip or nothing.
Pop it in,
Right.
and play, and
play.
hopefully you had auto reverse and it just turn over, play the other side.
Right.
No fillers, no songs.
Right.
Filled, you know, just gonna take you on the that. Okay, you finna go on an hour ride. Okay, we got something for you here. Put that
Definitely.
in and just roll.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? So, and that's being an artist versus just being a rapper. You know what I mean? There is a difference. It's people who are more concerned about the art of the music, and it should be like a picture. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When the finished product, it's a piece of art. It should be like that. When you deliver it, it should be a piece of art. It should tell a story.
Straight up.
Yeah. So.
That's sick. Your fans, when you talk to your fans, or I don't know if you ask them, but what do they like most about Be Legit when they talk to you?
I think just the fact that they can talk to me.
Okay. That's some real shit though. Yeah. You're very approachable.
Yeah, and you know, it's all of them. I have a story. You know, like I said, a lot of people that I talk to. Man, I did 10 years over here. You know, I was going through something, man, and your music, Ghetto Smile. You know, it brought me through.
Off top.
You know, and this and that, and then a lot of people got memories of what kind of life they was living at that time. You know,
Right.
And this was the soundtrack. Me, oh yeah, me and my girls used to get dressed. We used to go over here and do this.
Right.
And you know, it was happy moments in their life. And
Yeah.
they like to share that with me, and I like that.
For sure. I bet. I love to see, because y'all be hella random with, like, sometimes you'll pop up on 40 and like I was in Seattle,
Right.
and you had pulled up. I'm like, oh shit! But then you wasn't in Portland. You didn't go to the next city.
Yeah.
But I was like, man,
I remember that. It'll be sometimes like I might have a show like 2 cities over,
yeah,
and I got a day off, and he over here, so I'll go hop on and do something with him.
That's
And then
hard.
pop out and go do what I got to do.
That's sick.
You know, if I'm around, yeah, I'm definitely gonna come.
For
check
sure.
the mic, you know, but if I'm, you know,
Nothing against D-Shot or whoever be the hype man for 40, but it ain't the same, man. When you hearing, you feel me? Be Legit 40. I love D-Shot. Or I'm not D-Shot. That's
Omeezy.
Omeezy, my bad. Big old Meezy.
Yeah.
But it ain't the same.
No, it's written in stone, you know, about that 1-2 combo, you know,
Right.
and the way, you know, we started out, you know, like it was peanut butter and jelly,
Man.
So it's just like, you know,
Kobe and Shaq.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the dynamic duo. So
I'm finna put you on the spot
yeah,
about dynamic duos.
yeah.
Name some of your favorite dynamic duos besides yourself and Mr. 40 Water.
As far as like rappers,
Like rappers like Nas and AZ or Jada Kiss and Styles P type stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say Jadakiss and Styles P, EPMD,
Ooh, that's a good one.
yeah, Run DMC. I mean, you know, shit, Houdini. I mean, you know, it was when I came up,
Yeah.
it was rap groups,
Right. Okay.
right?
That's true. A lot more.
It was a lot of rap groups. You had a few solo artists every now and then, but it was like crews, cliques.
Right.
And that's why we was called the clique.
That's hard.
You get it? So it was certain people hang out, they rap together. That was hip hop.
Right.
And it was some certain people, you know. Let me see, Noriega
and Capone and Noriega.
Yeah.
You CNN?
Yeah, see,
Yeah, they was tight.
it was tight.
Yeah, they was.
It was a lot though. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It was a lot different groups back then. Dawes and Effects. You know what I'm saying? Just hip hop. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
And you know, it was a cool place. A lot of connections was made. A lot of people collaborated with each other. You know,
Right.
it was just, you know, a good way of knowing each other.
How about this? What's the biggest difference between, like, for yourself, like the rap game now versus the rap game now versus then for yourself?
Oh shit, that's easy. It's just you just follow the money, like, you know.
Okay, let me know.
Back then, you know, it was like
It was harder to get money, or it's easier?
easier.
Okay,
Easier.
got you.
It was more like, because we was independent, so it's like, you know, you get pre-orders of,
You kind of knew.
you know what your pre-orders was gonna be.
Right.
So like if you got pre-orders, just say 50,000 units. You know, 50,000 times $10, what that is.
Yeah.
And you know what you about to go get a check for.
Right,
You know
off
what I'm saying?
top.
And then your next order after that, you know, might be,
Right.
it's allegedly supposed to be at least 50 to 35% more of that. You know, like that again. So another 30,000 units then trickle down so far. So you kind of like, but you getting your money like pronto.
Right.
This one, and that's because you were selling actual
Physical copies.
physical,
Boom, boom.
tangible.
Yeah.
things. So as you transfer over to this digital world,
Take a little bit longer.
it's not even that they're not really, they don't have to buy your album necessarily. Your
Right.
hardcore fans would love to get your
Hard album, yeah.
Yeah. Even if they still play it on the thing, they just want to support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for the most part, who's determining what a stream is worth? And how many
real
streams you
shit.
got to have to get one album sale?
Right.
You see, it didn't fell into the algorithms and
Some weird shit.
yeah, all the different ways of.
Do you feel it? I don't feel like it's as real though. I don't feel like
No, it's.
I don't know.
It's kind of hard to say that it is real.
when it pop though. Like when it go viral and pop, it pop.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it's as tangible and real. Like it ain't gonna. A lot of the songs they make ain't gonna be here. Like you drop city to city, it sound like it just came out.
Right. That's a whole nother topic right
Vibe, real.
there. But no, like you say, like they got it to where, you know, you can set it up. If you set it up right, you know, you can pretty much buy your spins and run your numbers up and get your likes.
Make it
and all.
look good.
Yeah, to get the algorithm, you know, going the way it need to go,
Right.
and then it takes off from there. But yeah,
The proof is in the pudding when like you want real fans to come out and they all bots. And they can't move. They can't come out to the show.
the bots can't come out. Bots can't.
They ain't gonna yell. Fill my mind, King Cydal, be legit.
Yeah, that's why I be like, you know, it's crazy. Yeah.
Nah, for real. So we know a lot of rappers that fuck with you, Bila.
Right.
Who do you fuck with? Oh, let me ask you this way: who do you fuck with now versus when you came up? Who was your like? Who was you trying to like either out rap or beat or rap like?
Oh,
Or like who influenced you?
oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So I mean, of course, you know, coming from the Bay Area at that time, never heard nothing like Too Short.
Right.
So that was just like embedded in the DNA.
Straight
you know
up.
what I'm saying? So, and then like before that, you know, it was more East Coast oriented in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to listen to like Just Ice and, you know, hardcore dudes like that. And
Okay.
then, I mean, what's his name? Steady B. Then
Okay.
Before I Let Go.
Okay.
Who else? Of course, Run DMC.
Right.
They was more like the first, the hard dudes,
Yeah.
40 ounces and shit like that. So it was on that type of height.
Off top.
But yeah, that's what we really got down with, and who I really listened to. I was really a big DMC fan, and then of course, when NWA came out, it was like, okay, yeah, they doing
sure.
their thing. So then we was always like, we the Bay though, it's something about the Bay. The Bay had this mob. The Bay got like, and don't get me wrong, like even the Oakland funk.
Yeah.
It was just different from the Vallejo mob,
Uh-huh.
but it was still baseline and oriented and stuff like that, so it meshed well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just what we had came up off of, coming from Vallejo, and and before that, we had Confunctions and we
Confunction.
we seen all that come through there. So we all knew that, it's possible that we can get on. Hammer came through Vallejo, and we
Right.
at Confunction Studio. We passing by there, we all kind of Porsches and everything.
Off top.
Like, okay,
Somebody here.
yeah, we're gonna have to get in. We're gonna have to make us a record. So
Straight up.
we knocked on the door. We knocked on the door, and James Early answered, and he was like, "Man, we trying to make a record."
Right.
And that's when we made "Thought I Could Trust a Girl." And that maxi
Wow.
single, yeah.
Wow. I wanted to ask you, man, because when I was younger, most of us is millennials, except Chris. Chris is hella young.
Yeah.
But when we was coming up, the Click albums was hella fun.
Yeah.
They was just like I would just smile listening to them albums. Like, what was your mind? Y'all must have been just feeling yourselves back then.
We was definitely in it. We was in it.
Y'all was in it for sure, man.
So you understand, like the music that we made and what we was doing at that time, it all came from us. We didn't have no record company. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't signing nobody. So it's us. It's us creating
Right.
the music. It's us living the lifestyle. It's us. When you see the Cutlasses, we was in it.
In the shit, yeah.
We're just reporting what we doing.
Straight up.
And how we living on a daily routine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was cool. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, we get a chance to tell our story, and we from the Bay, and our story ain't like
Anybody else's
it ain't
story.
like that. It's all originals. So, and we figured out a way, you know what I'm saying, that we could tell our story, and it's crazy because like we didn't get on here first. We got on like in Texas,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ohio.
You say you didn't get on in the Bay.
No.
Right.
No.
That's sick.
No. We
You got on outside.
yeah, they were flying us out before the Bay even knew what we was,
Right.
capable of at
Right.
the time. We wasn't getting no radio play. The streets was they was fucking with us.
They was.
But to get booked in concerts and people to actually pay us money to come down and stay, like, man, we had James Prince flying us out.
Okay.
Hanging out with Rap a Lot.
Rap a Lot.
He wanted to sign us.
Huh.
Suge Knight called and wanted to get in on the bid when Captain Saberhope was out.
Right.
And at that same time, so was Jive and a couple of other majors. So we just went with Jive.
You like being independent more than being on the sign label? I guess it's kind of different now versus then.
Yeah.
But
At the time, it was appropriate for what we did because we got a chance to eat independently, and then we structured our deals to where we was
damn near independent still.
still getting that independent money
Got you.
on top of the bells and whistles.
Lit.
Yeah, and then we was able to put Sally Sale and Lil Bruce and all these other people out. And Sally Sale just recently went gold. It's Going Down Tonight album, Killer Cow.
Wow.
Just,
That's sick.
just recently. Went
Shout out
gold.
to Sally. I'm gonna have to get Sally Sell on this motherfucker.
Definitely, we was with Sale. Sale was there. Man, we had all the old producers down there yesterday. Studio Tone,
Oh, top. Oh, top.
Mosley, the whole. I was like, wow, I was mesmerized.
Huh.
I wanted the autograph.
That's what's up. Hey, man, before we get you out of here, Bila, tell us about the album once again. And I also wanted to ask you if you could pick one producer to work with.
That's a good one.
One producer. You can't pick no other. You can't pick nobody. You got all the great producers you done worked with, that got chemistry with. What producer would you pick Out of all some of the ones you just named?
Man, I think I would go with Rick Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick Rock. He did
That's smart. Rick Rock can make a beat out of anything too. That nigga be like,
yeah.
he'll take that and run with it.
The album, the Hard to Be Legit album, Rick Rock did like, I think he did like 4. He did So International.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he did So International. That's right.
He did a song on there called Bad Habit. It was dope. Like Rick Rock is really, really, really talented. You know, he can make any kind of music too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He know how to do it, and he's seasoned. He came up within us, you know what I'm saying? The whole little thing.
Right.
And then he branched out and did his own thing, and he just one of them people where the grit don't quit.
Right.
When you just stay at it, you turn into a genius.
Can I ask you a question real quick before we let you go, Bila?
Yeah.
During the hyphy movement, I'm trying to remember, did you feel left out in any type of way?
Okay, so in the hyphy movement, it kind of kicked off around the same time. Like I had just dropped the album in 2005 called Block Move.
Right.
With SMC.
Right, I remember that.
And like right after I dropped that, that's when like
It kicked up.
hyphy movement kicked up. Now the craziest thing about that is Rick Rock sent me that hyphy track to do a verse on. I cat it.
Oh shit!
I catted off of
Your favorite producer? No, I'm joking.
I think it was the remix of something like that.
Yeah, it probably was.
It was a remix, and I didn't get on it. But you know, at the end of the day, my lane is the mob music. You know what I'm saying? That's where I fit in. That's
right.
That's where I live at.
Yeah.
You know? So and I appreciate being me. It's so easy to be me and do what I do,
Right.
than to try to fit in a movement that's going on at that time. You know what I'm saying? But I tapped in with it. I got on what it was like. I think I got on Gouda.
Yeah.
Gouda was. I did a song with Fab. I did. A few,
You did a couple of them.
I did a few songs.
But I was just looking back. I was like, man, Bila, like you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I'm not saying you feel me.
I supported it.
Yeah, exactly.
I supported the hyphy movement. I was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have wanted to hear you all them crazy sounding beats. I just want to hear you some boom, boom. I just want to hear some shit like that.
Exactly. Like I said, I wasn't knocking it. You know,
right. I know you're not knocking it, of course.
Everybody got their lane. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And that's the beauty about music. You know, it don't have to be they like Bay Area music. You can't put a stamp and say that's just Bay Area music because like I said, during the time we was out, even our quote unquote hip hop artists, the Cool and Hieroglyphics and Planet Asia and all them dudes, they were on top of their game. And I remember being out of town, man, and I was getting ready to go to a concert. And I was going to it, and I think it was in Austin, Texas. And we passed by the venue, and it was this line around the corner. And I was like, dang, that's deep out here tonight. I thought it was my show.
Right.
It was Hyro's show.
Wow.
Yeah, mine wasn't that deep. Hyro's show was lit. I had a whole different respect for them boys. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get out there, you get out the Bay,
right,
and see what niggas is weighing and how niggas is moving.
Yep.
You have a whole different respect.
You have a whole
You know what I'm saying? And you be like, oh shit. They really, really like even like in my beginning days of going out, I used to be like in Portland, Oregon, and I sneak into Andre Nicotina's show.
Yeah.
See how he had him under control. And
man.
He
be doing all type of shit.
I was like, man, I had to just, bow down. Like, bro, you
the guy.
You are the guy.
Nah, because it be sometimes people like they may not be your like. I'm not saying I love nicotine. I'm just saying sometimes for some people in the hood, everybody didn't embrace Nicotina.
Right.
But when you see them outside of the Bay, the way he moving and the love that he get, it puts you like, God damn.
That man is a guy.
Right. Seriously.
For real.
For real.
For real. No. Man.
No, seriously.
Man, he done booked me.
Right. Right. Straight up.
A couple of shows in Portland.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Shouts out to him.
Shout out to him for real. Because I was talking to Will Bronson, somebody we both know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Will Bronson, Active Management.
Yeah.
He was saying like, I was asking him like, man, Will, like, why do you think like Too Short got so much like love from like Biggie, Jay-Z? He was like, bro, when they go out and they, you know, you on the road. Now you on the road. You not in New York.
Yeah.
You with this dude named Too Short, and he out here in Timbuktu, Kansas, and is lit in this, and he killing it. Then you gonna be like, damn, I respect him. And I was like, well, you know, Biggie, like Too Short not rapping like Biggie. He was like, that shit don't matter, bro. When you out there on the road, you see somebody putting it down, see the love and respect someone get, it opens your eyes.
It opens your eyes, and then you go look at motherfuckers' catalogs and seeing what kind of records they sold,
Right.
and what they did it with, and how long they've been doing
Right.
it. Like, shit, like nigga, I only got one album, 2 albums. This nigga got 15
albums that went gold or platinum.
Yeah, like you be like, oh shit.
I looked at Shorts, my bag. I looked at Shorts like first 15, 20 albums, they all went gold or platinum.
Yeah, straight up.
All of them. I swear to God, bro.
Straight up.
Man, so thank you, Be Legit, for having us, man. Oh, before you go, tell us about the album, where they can get it.
Yeah, that's the Throw Block Music too.
Yes, sir.
Streaming everywhere, you know what I'm saying? You stream it, go to YouTube, check out the videos, count. We dropped another one. What was it? We were getting ready to drop Pocket Full of Money, but
The one with Boosie.
yeah.
Right.
And we're going to drop the one with King Cydal.
Uh-oh.
House on the Hill.
For surely.
We're going to keep them coming, man. It's just, you know, it's a new game. It's about catalogs and content. So, you know, that's what we're running now versus record sales. So we just going to keep pushing.
You still got the club, the Cannabis Club?
No, sir.
Okay, for
not
sure.
Given time.
Okay, for sure.
Not in this climate.
I got you. I understand, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all be smoothie, man. Don't forget, wash your back.
Man.
Or have somebody else wash it for you.
Please do.
Prince Hakeem style.
The world penis is clean, y'all. It is.
Juices and berries.
Right.